This is tough. It's too many for me. I don't think I have any choice. That's right. This is my life. I have to. I have to make it. It's my thing.
There is a house built out of stone,
I have to make the best.
wooden floors, walls, and windows.
No choice.
Tables and chairs worn by all of us. This is a place where I don't feel.
Someone to. I have to make it. I'll never stop. It's my best. Give up my book. No choice.
I built a home for you, for me, until you disappeared from me, from you. It's time to
Tech is not my destiny. School will not help me accomplish my dream. I'm working every second of every day on my art and improving on it just for me to get to where I want to be.
out in the garden where we planted the seeds.
If I follow your words and miss
There is a tree as old as me.
you will still call me a failure and I'll live a sad, mediocre life. But if I grind every day and accomplish my dreams, you will call to congratulate me. I'm sorry, Mom, but I must follow my destiny and work for
Ground
it.
had a rose and past its knees. By the cracks of his skin, I climbed to the top. I climbed the tree to see the world. When the guys came around to blow me down, held on as tightly as you held on to me. Held on as tightly as you held on to me.
Go.
The question.
So, do you have any plan B? And how sure are you if you're going to make it?
I really don't have any plan B because I feel like arts to me is like the only thing or the main thing I do right now. Being creative is the only thing I do right now. And having a plan B is just useless because this is what makes me happy. Yeah. So I feel like having a plan B doesn't make any sense. If I am satisfied being an artist or being a creative, it helps me escape. It helps me, feel like I'm alive. And then I'm sure I'm going to make it. It is just obvious because having that, when something is getting close and having that, it's like having spider senses. So it's getting close and I can feel it coming. So there's definitely no way I'm not going to make it, and I know that this is the path that I was actually made for. So yeah. So I was like the ninth person that could draw really well in JS1, and by the time I was in SS2, I was like I rounded up to like the third person in the whole of like senior secondary school. That was actually very very good because it really took like practice, a lot of practice, like back to back to back to back to back. I would normally be the first to some assignments. Sometimes I would like do projects on my own and go to show my teacher, and then she would be like, oh yeah, this is very very good. So I got better and better, and then I was like always dragging with the top people. So we did not really do the painting and decorating. We did not really do painting. We mostly did like the decorating part, and that's why I learned how to do alphabetical lettering, how to like make my lines straight, how to work with sizes, how to just give that. That just that it helped the graffiti part of my art that I do presently, and then the visual art helped the drawing because drawing is like basically circles, shapes, straight lines, and rectangles. I learned that too. And so after secondary school, I literally just dropped drawing because at that moment I felt like it was not something that was really appreciated here in Nigeria, so there was no way I could make money off it at that point yet. So I went into, and yeah, I did not enter university yet. So my mom was still teaching. She's still teaching presently though. So I didn't enter university at that same year. I tried to enter the first time. I chose art because I wanted to actually study art, but I really had no idea of how it worked. So my courses were not complete, so I did not get it. So when I tried it, my friends were not up to the actual for the science course. Then the third time, and yeah, I was choosing ULAC because at that time I did not really know what I was doing, but I knew that I needed to get into ULAC for the, let's say the hype or the exposure I feel like ULAC would give to me. I never knew I wanted to do it, but I knew it was not so stressful. I needed that space, that environment to actually push whatever I would get into socially. And the social type, so obviously it was going to be a lot easier for me. Yeah. So the third time I tried, I entered ULAC. I chose marine science. I chose marine science because it looked like a calm course to do while I do whatever I wanted to do. I was into social media growth. I managed accounts, sold accounts, Instagram accounts. Like I grew it. So manually, I would work on it for a month. I was doing that from like 2018 down to around 2020. Got to a point where Instagram like upgraded their standards and they started like reducing the whole how followers grow. They started restricting and blocking accounts and all that. So it got so tiring that the business went out of trend at that time. And then I lost my phone. A lot was happening. That was in 2020. Then something happened. The SARS period, that was October 2020. Yeah, I was like, on my phone, and then I was like,
from the daylight, running from the daylight. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Boom, from zero. I don't know what to do. But it randomly came to me, and yeah, I love watching anime. So throughout that time, I was always watching anime, and then I watched this anime. I watched a couple of animes that actually encouraged me to do more. I watched Black Clover, where Asta was like the main character that I was trying to match up to, and I watched My Hero Academia, where Deku was the main character that was always pushing himself harder for power, and then I was watching Naruto too. So it's like that person that was not really rated in his village, and then he tried to become better, like try to go the best part of himself and realize who he is. So those animes, I knew that painting on a trouser, I cannot just use poster color to paint on a pant. It would definitely wash it when I wash it. So I started to go on YouTube and I searched and searched and searched and searched how you can actually paint on my trouser, do it yourself, DIY. And in all my research, I saw that most of them were mentioning fabric paint. And I was like, fabric paint, I've never had fabric paint in my life. So, and then I had no money to even buy it, so there was like nothing I could do. And I've never really had an experience with actual paint. The only time I used to paint was in secondary school. Once we had a final year project, that was SS3, to paint a landscape, and I painted with poster color on the canvas. That was like my only time, so I really had no experience with paint. I only knew the name. I knew there was poster color, I knew there was acrylic paint. That's all I knew, and there was watercolor, yeah. So I was like, okay, what could I do if I don't have fabric paint? Like, what's the alternative I could get? And I saw somewhere that somebody mixed, I saw somewhere that mixed glue with another kind of paint. I was like, glue. So I decided to use top bond and poster color because that was like the only thing that I had. I only had one brush at that time. So I made the whole design. I never made it on the laptop. I just created it in my head that okay, I made the anime pants on in black. I mixed poster color, black poster color with top bond. That was like my first. And I used red too. That was like my first customized only one brush. And I made it and it was fire. I loved it. It was really crazy. Yeah? And like after a month, I never even knew the SARS thing was going on at that time until I came back online around like the next month. Then I posted it and I saw the whole SARS stuff. Posted and people were like, oh, where have you been? I was like, oh, I created this and blah blah blah. And they were like, oh, okay, this is very very cool. Like the reaction I got from it was like overwhelming. It was like crazy. I never expected people to like love it so much the way they did. And it just came to my mind that way. Hold up. This stuff I just did, I actually loved the experience of like doing it, of jazzing it up. It came alive again and it gave me that feeling of being alive. It felt like that was my thing. And I knew that okay, I think I really got to my best. I got to where I wanted to go. I felt it basically. And then I decided to figure out how to create a design out of it. The whole custom thing is not really popular in Nigeria yet, so I felt like I had to like just figure it out on my own. Then I decided to borrow some cash from my mom to get fabric paint, and unfortunately I got the wrong paint. Then it was wasted money again. I decided to do some design with some jeans, other jeans I had. I decided to show someone so I could like raise money to actually buy like good paint. Then there was this guy I met, I showed him the designs, was like, oh, let's collaborate. He bought some shirts, I did some design on it. Till today we did not sell the shirts because it just did not work out. I painted rubbish. But the shirts were actually fire, but it was not like sellable. It was not really the quality I'm looking for. And someone I actually raised money for myself again to get paint. And the paints I got were also acrylic. But at that time, I did not know I had to get like professional acrylic paints. Then I went to get like the ones in tubes. Before I realized that okay, those ones were too small to actually do an actual custom. So that was another mistake again. I got acrylic but not the right acrylic. The next time I saved up money again to buy professional acrylic in large quantity. I bought white, I bought black, the two main colors, and I bought red, yellow, and blue. Those are like the primary colors, so I was able to like mix any color I wanted. Then I painted the pants. Somehow, I think there was somebody I met on Instagram that wanted to like order a pants. Because I started taking pictures of it and I started posting on social media. Fortunately, from when I started, like everybody around me actually supported me so much, and they helped me with posts, tell my friends, and blah 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 blah. So there was this guy, a radio host on Instagram that mentioned me. He was like, I think he was like my first actual customer at that time. Yeah. So he paid for a pant, I painted it, and he really loved it. I even made a mistake with that pant. The first time, I did not like paint the background white, so like the color was really like messing up with the jean. I painted yellow on the jean, and then it was showing green. I was like, God have mercy. There was nobody that could really ask about this thing because I was like just winging it on my own. So it was really bad. It was really, really bad. I had so many experiences that I had to like just push for myself. So I went to the his office. I delivered the pants to him, and the sizing he gave me
Another part of being a custom artist is working with people's sites when you don't actually see. They send me a picture of yourself, and I actually thought I was like average United or something. And then I got the part and it was like way taller than me. And then the trouser was like 3/4. I was like, fuck, nigga. I was like, what am I going to do? So, fortunately for me, he paid for another pants. He wanted to give me support. I really love that guy. So he paid for another pants. I painted it properly. I had to like do extra research on how to like make it look better. I made it look better. I gave it to him and he really loved it. He posted it. He tagged me on his page. And my page grew through his post. It grew a little bit. People started coming to me and other people like from my own personal friends started telling others about me. And then people started patronizing. Then I started to expand. I wanted to start painting on shoes too, on leather. At that time, then I texted to the biggest people in art as Bilo and Juki, and then I texted them and one of them responded, the other also responded, and then Juki like told me some things to buy and all that. And from there, it just started getting bigger, and then New Lag was like a lot of help to me because there were so many I met through art, because random people just saw me and they really loved what I was doing because I got better each time I tried to paint. So yeah, that was it for me. That's how I went from being a novice to where I am today. And then the name Jazzup, because one thing is to have a business, another thing is to have a name that would actually follow what you're doing. I knew that I needed something that was very unique and that would relate to what I was doing. And also, I needed a name that was not going to affect any other thing I would love to branch into because I love fashion also. I love other things apart from being an artist. So I decided to look for a name that would actually relate to my personality. And I dreamt of it. I actually dreamed my name like 3 times. The first one, the only one I can remember right now was Chivari. I didn't even watch Chivari means. That was like one of the names I used before. I changed it like twice, changed my logo. Then one random day I dreamt of Jazzo. Yeah, as I woke up, I dreamt it. I was like, thank you, Jesus. And the name actually matched what I wanted to do. And I knew that it was something that would also relate to other things. So that's how Jazzo actually started. Yeah. And then the logo, I actually was like, I think most artists have their own personal emoji that they use. It actually came from the narration.
Sickening. At the same time, memories surface to the grapevine, but my uncle playing with a slip knot. Put some out of stress, got me fucked up, been fucked up since a couple months they had a nigga locked up.
What if I don't make it? What if I don't go mainstream? What if nobody sees me? Guess might just be an easy option.
You should not think this way. Like, you put in so much work that I'm sure you will get to the right, very soon. Like, you just have to keep working. Besides, we mainstream or we die trying. Like, they're just. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Right?
makes you so different? What gives the edge over everyone else? What makes you so different? Why do you think you out of 100 million people are gonna make it? What makes you so special? What gives you that X factor? What makes you different? Let's find out, shall we? Get stuck in self-doubt. We don't believe in ourselves. Don't believe in our ability. Don't know what makes us so special. Why us out of the billion people get picked? Why us out of the trillions of people with the same opportunity will win? What makes us so different, What gives us a true edge over our competitors? Are we just destined to win? Or are we to work countless hours, countless nights, countless days, for hours on end, through pain, suffering, to achieve our dreams? That is for you to find out. X Factor, X Factor, X Factor, X Factor.